Hello and welcome. Okay, you have made a film, and that alone is an accomplishment. That's amazing that you were able to do that, get everything together, get everything organized, make a film happen, no matter if you were a writer, director, producer, actor, a combination of a lot of those. Whatever it was, you made a movie. Congratulations. Now what do you do? Okay, you've heard this word before. It's distribution. What is distribution? I'm going to explain it to you and tell you what you need to do to get your film out into the world. Okay, a lot of people make movies, and they some of them do a great job. Okay, and that's what we're going to assume is that you did this great job. All right, and the reason I say some of them is because nowadays technology is so cheap that you could just go out there and shoot your own movie and put something together, and maybe it's not a great film. But let's assume you made a great film. Okay, and in the past I've actually done that where I put so much into the execution of a movie and made a great film, but then had no idea what to do in distribution. This is when I first started. Distribution was this unknown world to me. And I got to tell you, it's an unknown world to a lot of filmmakers. It's an unknown world to people that are sometimes even veterans in the indie film world. They go, I just make the movies. I don't know what distribution is, and, that's out of my league. Okay, so I want to try to demystify distribution a little bit for you because I actually co-own a distribution company called Glass House Distribution, and we sell films at the major markets. And so having that company made me learn a lot about what distribution is and what you need to do for your movie. Okay, so you finished a movie. So now there are options these days that didn't exist before. You could go and do the self-distribution route. You can go right to Amazon Video Direct and get your film on Amazon. You can go right to iTunes, get your film on iTunes. You can use an aggregator such as Distribber. And you could go through them and pay a fee and have your films on those platforms and pick as many platforms as you want. Okay, the key with that is that you have so many people doing that. You have a lot of product going up there daily. Amazon's got to be putting tens of thousands of movies up on their site every year, And so how is your film known? When you put it up there and it's on Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, and I'm just trying to name the big ones, now what? Who's going to click on it? You can email it to all your friends and family, but who's actually going to purchase it or buy it or watch it? And that's where distribution comes in. Now, the caveat that you got to watch out for is just going, okay, I finished my movie here, you distributor, take it, and then just kind of, hoping for the best. You need to get involved in that distribution. You need to try to tell them, that bring some marketing to the distributor, bring an audience to the distributor. There is an entire video, a course I can teach you on kind of pre-marketing your film, building an audience before so that when it hits, it's ready to go out there. But specific to distribution, if you're going to reach out and try to find a distributor, you could check out my video on the markets on AFM and what to do there. But let's say you've reached a relationship with this distributor. Okay, now the distributor is either going to sell the world, where they're going to sell every single territory in the world, the U.S., and then everything else, or you're going to do a split rights deal, which is you have the U.S. rights or North American rights, depending on how you split it up. North American meaning Canada and Mexico as well, and the international rights are different. And there's all these territories everywhere, and that's called a split rights deal, where one distributor is doing one thing and the other is doing the other thing, or maybe a foreign sales agent is doing the international sales. So you have, for a foreign sales agent, they could sell to all these different territories: Russia, Spain, France, UK, UAE, all these different territories. And there's different films that different territories want. I will say that certain things like comedies don't really play in, Middle Eastern countries or China because they're so specific in their humor. Horror movies do very well in places like Japan. I know that they like ghosts. So if there's ghosts in your movie, you probably get a sale to Japan. Woo! Distribution is the company taking your film, putting some marketing into it, maybe making a new trailer. If you don't have a trailer, making a better trailer, a sales trailer, making some artwork, and then going to these markets and reaching out to their buyers and selling the film and taking offers on it. You show it to China and they say, okay, and then they make an offer and you negotiate back and forth. And that's basically what distributors doing. They're trying to get as much money per territory for your film, so that at the end of the day, you're making more than you made the film for. And that's the goal with every filmmaker. One time I got a buyout deal where it was almost double the price of what we shot the movie for. And we were super psyched because it was like we knew at that point we paid back our investors and they were going to be happy. And that's something that'd be great. If you can get a buyout deal, go for it. Another thing distributors do is give you what's called an MG, which is a minimum guarantee. It's some money up front. They say no matter what, we're guaranteeing this much money, and they'll give you some money up front. The biggest MG I ever got was $500,000. They said, no matter what, we know we're going to give $500,000 for this film. And now the MGs range. Nowadays, they're a lot lower. They may only be a couple $1,000s, okay? So, the bottom line is if you can get an MG, that's fantastic because it believes the distributor then puts some skin in the game. They believe in your film. They believe they're going to make, no matter what, at least the amount they're giving you MG-wise. So, go for distribution. I'm not a big fan of self-distribution. Because obviously I own a distribution company, but at the end of the day, self can only get you so far. Unless you have a massive, massive audience, understand that a lot of people are doing that. But if your film is good enough to get a distributor, somebody that's big and somebody can put the movie out there, you're going to go far. If you're enjoying these videos, please like, comment, subscribe, share them, ask a question, and I will answer it with a video. If you want more specific instruction on how to get your film financed, go to bankrollyourmovie.com for premium videos and stay tuned.